Hey guys, and welcome again to another episode of Cooking with Mark. Today I'm just going to show you how to make really simple dumplings. I have dumplings as one of my video, but I want to show you the setup for how to make it at a kind of like you saw the video for chapati station. This is dumplings. Here we've got 2 heads of garlic. It's sautéing in olive oil, and this is about where I want it. It's already browning on the small pieces. And basically I had it on medium here. So I had this basically go on medium, 2 heads of garlic. And so I'm going to have this over here in the frying pan. And then over here in the air fryer, I have some French fries prepared. So a little bit of olive oil drizzled over cubed russet potatoes. And then I have this ball of whole grain flour, which I'm going to turn into the base of the dumpling. So basically, the setup for chapati is the same as the setup for your dumpling. So basically, it's just water, flour, and a little bit of olive oil, and then you create a little ball like this. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to start rolling out pieces here. And then we're going to start incorporating our ingredients, the garlic, the potato, and what do we have in addition to that? We have rice here in the rice cooker. So basically we're going to start rolling out the dumplings here, preparing the dumplings, rice, garlic, potato, and then once we have a whole bunch of dumplings prepared, I'll show you how to make the first one. We're going to then put it into our wok over here that's going to be boiling. So we're going to boil the wok. We're going to clean up the wok, and it's going to be the source where we're going to actually do the boiling of our dumplings that we're going to set on for maybe 10 minutes. Okay, guys, so give me 1 second here. We're going to prepare this first one. And basically, you're going to prepare this one like all the others. So a little bit of dough like this. You see from maybe a cup of flour, you have this. And now you're just taking off like, okay, maybe this amount. You're going to have the extra flour over here in the corner so that when you have a little bit of a raw dough, you just kind of flip it in the flour. And then you want to have something like a mason jar, empty glass that you're going to use as your rolling pin. So there you go. Here's the base of the dumpling, right? So here we're going to start filling in our ingredients. I'm going to make it even thinner. I'm going to roll it out till it's extremely flat. But you don't have to. That's sort of if you're doing chapati, you want to get it really nice and thin. Here it's like you can tell the whole wheat flour and the oil. It makes the consistency very like sponge or rubbery or elastic. So okay, so here we go. We've got this here. So this is our whole grain dumpling, Now we're going to add, like a handful of potato, right? And then we're going to go over here. We're going to add a little bit of our garlic, our sauteed garlic. We're just going to go maybe over here. And then we grab a little bit of rice. And we put it sort of in the middle like this. Smush it down. And now we have this dumpling. We just pinch it over here. It's going to go bump into the drink like this. Just a little bit of flour on the top just to make sure you're not getting any rips in your dumpling. But this is basically how we're going to start our dumpling. It's going to be filled with rice, potato, garlic, sauteed garlic. And what do you think we're going to eat that with? We're going to eat that with soy sauce. You guessed it. That's going to be an amazing flavor. Okay, guys, so I'm going to finish the rest of my dumplings, and in a minute you'll see how it's going to go in this in the boiling stage. As you guys can see, I have this dumpling bowl here, where basically I'm just I'm going to store my dumplings as I'm adding them up before I put them into the boiling. And there you go, guys. All of our dumplings are now prepared. One thing you want to do in the process is you want to feel the dumplings. You want to make sure that your dumplings are nice and smooth. And if they're not smooth, because when you're waiting on making your other dumplings, it's going to start expanding and resting. You want to make sure that it's smoothed over with just a little bit of flour, just so that it's nice and smooth on the outer side. And you want to make sure that you have, any places where it's thinned, where you think there's thinning in your dumpling. You want to kind of reinforce it. You want to make sure that you know where the weak spots of your dumplings are, and you kind of want to have those protected when you're boiling, so that those are facing upwards, so your dumplings aren't tearing. Yeah, but it's a process. You have to get good at trusting the integrity of your dumplings. And anyway, guys, so here we go. It's going to start out like this, and these are filled with the rice, potato, garlic, and it's going to be very good. Give me 1 second. Okay, guys, so here you have the wok, and you're going to just, put it on high. And we have the dumplings here, and as soon as we start to see the boiling in the water, we're going to start dunking them in one at a time. Hopefully we can fit all the dumplings in. Maybe we'll just fit in 4 dumplings. But you can see how we're preparing it here. And then we're going to have on the timer. We're going to put on the timer for 10 minutes. And that's about it, guys. It's very simple to make dumplings. I mean, there's a lot of separate steps. You've got the potatoes. You've got the rice in the rice cooker. And then, of course, you have the dough that you prepare here from the thing. Anyway, guys. Here you go, guys. It's like about after 6 minutes or so. I'm going to keep it boiling for another maybe 5 minutes. Just when I start to see the dumplings float, there's not a science to this as to when the perfect time to pull out the dumpling is, but, I'm going to make sure that it's not undercooked, and I'm going to make sure it's not overcooked either. So. Okay, guys. Well, it looks like one of my dumplings got busted up, and so I'm still gonna put that into my bowl. But if you look here, This is what your finished dumplings should look like. Super easy, you know. And we're gonna have that with soy sauce. Was I'm just gonna add soy sauce to the bowl just to line the bottom of the bowl a little bit. I'm gonna dig in. You can see the rice, you can see the potato, and now the dumpling, you know, the boiled dumpling with the whole wheat grain. That's going to add another layer of taste, and you're going to have the garlic in there. I can smell the garlic, and so yeah, guys, making dumplings is super easy. It's just a few ingredients, you know, and if you know how to make these things easily, then it makes it even easier. So there you go. I hope you try this with me and have a nice lunch.